chaos and order. Two broad metaphorical domains. The Taoists are very, very sophisticated. They believe that Tao, which is equivalent to meaning, at least in certain translations, is the combined interaction of chaos and order. And that the most meaningful element in any environmental circumstance is the boundary between the two domains. Well, what does that mean? Well, when you're talking to someone, you want them to say things you understand. That's the orderly domain. But you also want them to say things you don't understand, because otherwise there's no point in talking to them. But you don't want them to say things that are too incomprehensible, because then there's no point in talking to them. And what you want them to do is walk the thin line between chaos and order. And
hey guys, so I just want to do an update video and kind of talk about where I'm at in life. So school has started up, and I'm a student at Colorado Mesa University. And things have just got super busy, and so I haven't really had the time or the discipline to make videos lately. For the first time in my life, I'm actually paying rent, and I'm actually paying for my own food bill. And you know, it's really interesting and empowering, but at the same time it's like, oh, now I have this monkey on my back that I gotta pay each month. And so I have to actually start budgeting my money and start getting disciplined. And so it's the next logical step in my progression as a human being, to start to become more financially responsible. And I've read a few books on it, but the task is still daunting. And so I'm trying to learn about budgeting and how to save money and all that good stuff. But you know, I'll figure it out. And so yeah. For like the first week I was here, we didn't even have Wi-Fi, and so it made me realize how dependent we are upon technology and Wi-Fi. And I was kind of like disappointed in myself, the fact that I was so limited in what I could do because we didn't have Wi-Fi was it was interesting, you know. And it makes me realize how dependent we are upon the internet in this day and age. One subject that I have been very interested in lately is religion. I've been trying to figure out more about Christianity, and because, you know, I think Christianity is probably the single most impactful thing on our planet in the past 2,000 years. I mean, the Gregorian calendar is literally based on the birth of Jesus Christ. And so I figure, you know, if I really want to be an educated person, I really want to start learning more about Catholicism. And I've actually decided for myself that Catholicism is the right way for me. So I started going to church again, and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, you know. And on my quest for truth, this is kind of where I'm ended up right now. And so I want to learn as much as I can about Christianity right now. And so it's an interesting time for me, because I didn't expect a couple years ago to end up here. I find that life is divided into either set schedules, chunks of time where you're doing the same thing every single day. It's like the same thing with a little bit of variation here or there, and then times of change when you're transitioning from one part of life to the next, when you're moving, for example, or going from summer to school or school to summer. There's always like a week or two where it's a big transition, and then you gradually set yourself into a schedule over time. And so the past couple of weeks for me have been a big time for change, and to be honest, I just haven't been disciplined enough to make videos. But the other thing is that I've just been prioritizing other more important things in my life. Right now I'm reading 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, and one of the chapter I'm on right now talks about order versus chaos. And order is when everything kind of is set, it's the known, and then chaos is when everything changes and the unexpected happens. And so the past couple of weeks for me have been a period of chaos, but now I'm finally getting back into a period of order, or at least I'm trying to. You can never truly control everything. I like the transition times though, because you kind of get a chance to start over, and you can kind of make the next year, the next semester, the next period of time, the next chunk of your life, you can shape it into how you want it. And so I like to set goals at the beginning of these periods of time and kind of think about what direction do I want to move in the next couple of months. What do I want to do? What kind of precedent do I want to set for myself? What kind of areas do I want to progress? And yeah, so I've set goals for this semester. We'll see where they actually take me, but I'm slowly getting more and more organized every single semester. For me personally, there's a few things I want to accomplish this semester. I want to get physically stronger. My goal is to deadlift 600 pounds. So I want to get stronger in that regard. I want to read 8 books, and I want to become a better cook. And there's some more smaller goals. I want to get more organized. I want to get straight A's again. But yeah, it's kind of, for me right now, it's a time to really kind of figure out what direction do I want to move in with my life. So I have a lot of plans for the future in terms of this channel, but as for now, I'm just trying to build my discipline up in this new routine enough to the point where I can consistently start putting out videos. So that's my #1 priority right now, and I'll keep you guys updated. As far as the current climate of YouTube, it's quite interesting. I saw that they deplatformed Alex Jones, and to me that's really scary because YouTube has the right to get rid of Alex Jones because it's their private platform, but it's really a slippery slope when people start to censor people who they don't agree with. First it's going to be Alex Jones, but then tomorrow it could be you, it could be me. And so I think it's really important to speak out and preserve free speech. And YouTube has the right to censor its own platform, but if YouTube really becomes ultra censored, I think that's not what YouTube's all about. And all these content creators, they're going to start jumping ship and moving to new platforms and better platforms that encourage free speech. And I know that there's other platforms that are hungry to get a piece of that market share. So the great thing about America is that we have a free market. So if YouTube starts going downhill, then people will simply leave YouTube and move to the next YouTube. But that might suck for a while, but the free market will always correct itself. Hit that like button if you guys are also entering the next chapter of your life. And if your life is a story, then it's quite possible that you personally are entering the next chapter of your life. And so that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I want to talk about. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.